voice in my head that said, I had no other choice, it was like example. Nothing was full of poison and bad and terrible. It was made a murder to speak to my world. Told me there were doubters who question my skill. They want to put us down to the test of my skill. The best they want the crown on my head. I said, chill. If you want me to murder to speak, then I will. Slaughter goons on the moonlight. John Wilkes, that's who I'm in the booth night. Hey, bro, I go ham for dead presidents and everything I record is over your head like a boom mic. Why would you irrelevant fucks wanna rebel against us? Knowing you're spitting Western has never been clutched, knowing you've never been rushed by the most ignorant niggas in fame. The nigga gotta send you to the dentist to get a whole row of elegant touch. Your teeth wrong like you've been on some medicine. See you, my niggas call me the enemy watcher. The minute we spot you, they send me your pop, nigga, we got you. I'm living the copper, remember the mantra. I'm ripping the locker, like him in the doctor. No guilty conscience. I'm still shocking like dropping a boombox in bathwater, more shocking than a
Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Tiger Talks Wrestling. We are here today for the NUW Fight for Freedom 2 prediction show. So hopefully people in here, get rid of that for now. Oh, speaking of people, welcome in to the savior, of course, Allan Reid. Welcome to the show, man.
I'm here.
Yeah. How you doing?
Good, man.
Good. We'll get into this in just a moment. We got somebody else that'll be joining us eventually, but Mr. Awesome always likes to come in at his own speed, so.
Yeah, he comes in his own time.
Yeah. Since I got you on here, we did see today on Twitter that you will be involved in a match on the pre-show that's coming up.
Really?
A fatal four-way match.
Should get ready.
Bring up that tweet again here. Yeah. So we'll mention that and talk a little bit about that match first before we go on.
Oh, yeah. Talk about my own.
So it'll be. Oh, I'll get into that later.
Uh-oh.
Hey, speaking of, ring in. Nice name.
Doesn't even show his face.
It's lovely. No, of course I look like Eric Bischoff. What are you talking about? I age so quickly.
All right.
I can't hear him on my side, by the way.
You can't
Ain't
hear
that a bitch?
I can't hear Mr. Awesome.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I got him.
Well, I'll try and join back then. Let's see what happens.
Okay. So I got you loud and clear otherwise. But anyway, the Fatal 4-Way match I was mentioning that was brought up today is, see if I can bring it up here. That way everybody can see it. That match right there.
Yep, there we go.
Fatal 4-Way is you will be facing Jay Genocide, Will Powers, and the Phoenix Ustalo. 4 guys who haven't really had the greatest final season, so as to speak, to start with in NUW, but things could turn around for any of the 4 of you guys here in this match. Jay Genocide, we've seen a little bit of. Will Powers, we haven't really seen a whole lot of. Ustalo, of course, and you, we've seen more of than the other guys. But this will be a big match to see who can carry momentum through this final season. Mr. Awesome or Hey Arnold back in the chat. See if you got him now.
Let's see. It even gives you a tip, Alan. It says, headphones are recommended. Pro tip. Fucking StreamYard. What the fuck?
Yeah, man.
I can hear both of you just fine here, so.
This is off my iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you better. I can hear you now. So.
Good.
All right, that's good.
That's the main thing.
Last thing we need is more NUW fucking production fuck ups. Dear God.
You think so?
I mean, damn, I thought it was bad enough when we had Wirecast at one time for Day of Destruction. Where it had a whole 3-day stream.
At least now we finally get to see Fight for Freedom 2. I mean, we were talking how many months ago? Now it's finally.
Oh, yeah.
Very couple. Nathan Wallace is in the chat section. Says, "Oh, bask in his glory." Nathan Wallace is in the house. How you doing?
Were we talking about Allan Reid? Bask in his glory. He's on the fucking card.
Yes, but Nathan Wallace was referring to himself. But
oh, he was referring to himself.
Bask in the glory.
Why don't you put over Allan Reid? Put him over, bud.
Anyway, as brought it up, Allan Reid, we got Will Powers, Ustalo, and Jay Genocide in that fatal 4-way to kick off the pre-show, or we'll be on the pre-show anyways, for Fight for Freedom 2. What do you think this will do for whoever picks up the win in this match, guys?
Yeah, I'm on the card in this match, so I'm going for of course.
Oh, really? I thought you were going for Jay Genocide. Man.
That man blood me in front of my father. Yeah, I got some beef with Jay Genocide, so I need to settle that. But, last time at Halloween Hell, didn't look good for me in multi-man matches. I lost my New York Championship, so hopefully I can pick up a win in this multi-man matches. But I guess I'm doing bad with multi-man matches, like Fatal 4-way matches. So I hope I get the win. We never know. We'll find out the pre-show.
You did originally pick up the New York title in a triple threat match, so depends on how many men are in the match, how you do in multiple man matches, I suppose.
Triple threat I could do, but Fatal 4-way, it's just out of control.
Yep.
Well, hopefully I win.
Allan Reid fell in hard times, all because of Brandon Castelli. He got sent to the pre-show.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't even expected until it was confirmed. So, you know what? At least you're on the card.
Yeah.
For this hell of a show.
I didn't even know. I just found the last minute I'm on the card. So after this, I had to go get ready and go out there and wrestle. So,
it's fun to find out last minute, isn't
it? Yeah.
Hey, man, that's how NUW has to be sometimes. You just find out last minute shit.
I don't want to even complain. People who complain around a pre-show, I'll take the opportunity. The opportunity presents himself, I'll take it. So,
might want to take it a little easy on some of those production tips. The dark side is in the chat room, so it could take longer if guys still want to complain and make super comments.
Hi, dark side.
I'm not sure what he's referring to. Probably the one that Will Powers is wearing, but Nero Negron is in the chat room and says that's a great hat. So,
is he talking about Will Powers?
It's the only hat I see anywhere. I'm assuming.
I mean, apparently he has the cash for it, so he might have another one. Who knows? You might be able to buy that on Production Shop or something.
Exactly.
As for the dark side, we'll get into you later.
Yeah, that is true.
Like, things are just chilling, and, ain't nothing wrong with it. As Darkseid said, it could take a lot longer, but here we are.
All here.
Anyway, so predictions-wise for this match, we'll leave out Allan because, of course, you're in the match. But see if anybody in the comment section has a prediction for this match. Will Powers is going to make you tap Allan, and that's not even his bag. Negron says. This will be a big power boost for anybody who picks up the win, in my opinion, going forward. So I think my prediction is I think probably Ustalo will be the one to pick up the win, but we'll see what happens here. It'll be interesting. Like you said, the main reason I don't pick you is you haven't had the greatest numbers in multi-man matches outside of triple threats. So,
What
you got Mr. Awesome.
Well, you see, just looking at it, I mean, I guess I could confirm something after I choose, but you know what? Since I know the dark side is watching, I'll just keep it under wraps for now. You'll see when things happen. As I can say, Allan Reid, he may not be good in Fatal 4-Ways, but he was good at taking a damn New York title in a triple threat.
True.
So it's kind of hard to bet against him, and really, as of late, see, now I'm trying to remember how the Slaughterhouse episodes have been going, but I don't think Jay Genocide's been doing too well, so he could use some momentum.
Right.
And Power's Investment could be doing a lot better after that double countout between Clark and Logan.
True.
So things could be going better, and as for the man I left out, he kind of needs the victory right now. And I'm talking about Ustalo.
Yep.
Because if you think about his NUW career, he's been losing and losing.
Yeah.
And he has to prove himself as a single star right now. He can't rely on Jason and Revan no more. It's the season about changing things. So, you know what? Ustalo has to get this one.
Yeah. And we will get into something to do with Revan later as well. So, proving part of that. I'll get into the comment section first here for a minute. Hi, Nathan Wallace says, Allan Reid, I'm picking you to win the 4-way. Let me holla at you. Nero says the number is not in Allan's favor. PJC in the comment section, welcome in, said Allan Reid's got this. And Nero says, what's Allan's finish? A chokeslam? Ah.
He doesn't know my finish.
Apparently.
Doesn't need to do his.
Anyway, that's for the pre-show. Any other comments or things you guys, either one of you want to say about that before we move into the actual main show?
Pre-show, you know. I'm going to go out there and fighting. If I lose, I lose. You know what? That's a W in my books. You know, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you win some. Sometimes you lose some. So we'll find out.
Well, you see, here's the thing. And I'm feeling a little devious right now because I'm wearing some headphones. And Tony, what happens when you get to wear headphones in NEW? What can happen?
A lot of things can happen.
With a voice? I wonder what this Fatal 4-Way is going to look like. The Dark Side Productions knows. The Dark Side Productions does know in that chat section what I'm talking about. And the pre-show is kind of... It's got some commentary heading for it, and it might be by somebody in this exact panel right now. Let's just say that.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And there's not just one match on the pre-show. I can pretty much fucking confirm, that there will be indeed 2 matches on the pre-show. And Allan Reid is looking at me all sideways. He's like, what the fuck? Book this shit. And I believe I can put up the exact screen share of the match that is on that pre-show. Let's see where we are. Can you see my screen?
We still see Eric Bischoff.
Motherfucker.
Well, while you're trying to get that, I'll mention Nero said in the comment section, this was fun, much love, just messing shit you, Allan.
I know, man. I know Nero. He's one of my guys from my promotion that I just started recently. So, you know. Check out SPW, people.
subscribe to it. I gotta check it out more though. So
Yeah. Doing like Hub Matches episode, but you know.
Okay, now it should work.
Hey, it does work. Ah,
Yeah.
that's a glory match. The kickoff show.
The Invitational Hardcore Championship match, Guts or Glory. I know people are waiting to see that hardcore title come back, and I can confirm pretty much 100% that this will be indeed taking place alongside the Allan Reid match on the pre-show.
So we'll get two, looks to be fatal four-way matches on the pre-show, in other words. As we see here, you got Adam Anderson. We haven't seen much of in NUW. The investment, Clark Williams. Seen quite a bit of him over the last year. Logan, who's seen a couple matches, I think, only in NUW so far. And, of course, everybody's favorite, Evan Blake, in this Guts or Glory match to crown the new NUW Hardcore Champion.
Yes, sir.
When you talk about this match, you can't forget that just a couple episodes of Slaughterhouse ago, we did see two of these men face each other in what was a squash match, as I've deemed it. And because that's what it was, pretty much. Clark Williams easily beat Evan Blake in that match. So, to me, I'll put this out there right now. I'm saying there's no way that either one of the other three guys gets it. I mean, Logan and Clark Williams had a very interesting match and beat the hell out of each other pretty much, leading to that double count out. But I've got Clark Williams taking the W and picking up the hardcore title here.
You know, I was going to go and say Clark Williams as well because he has the muscle. You know, I'm pretty sure he's probably throw Adam Anderson around like a toothpick. Logan probably the only one that's going to match up to Clark, but you know, I've been in the ring with Clark many times, and I know what he's capable of. And I'm going with Clark, 100%.
That's an interesting take. See, I'm going for Adam Anderson to win this match.
Oh, really?
Because he needs to step up when it comes to NUW, and this championship can signify that turnaround in his career in the Newburgh Slaughterhouse. Tell me I'm wrong. Because Clark and Logan, if they stick around in the Slaughterhouse, they'll have time to do their thing. Evan Blake's on the rise, but Adam Anderson's been in the game for a minute now. He's earned his experience, and he could use this championship to elevate himself.
And Evan Blake is like everybody's fan favorite too.
Right? Speaking of, Nathan Wallace says he likes Adam Anderson or Evan Blake to become the new hardcore champion.
Well, damn, Tony, now I didn't pick Evan Blake. How many dislikes we got in the stream right now? Shit, we had like 6 last time.
Did we?
Damn. I was being nice.
Right.
I'm just going by my logic. You know, I've been in the ring with Clark, and you know, like a big guy like me, we can throw people around like Adam Anderson. You know, I did that to Zach Roman in Pennsylvania. I'm going with the bigger guy.
Right. I mean, anything could happen, of course. It's NUW. It's a Guts or Glory match. Anybody could walk out with the title, but...
Yeah, that's true. I've been in every hardcore title match. A lot of people in that match. And anybody could have walked out. I could have walked out, but it was David Lowell that walked out. So, yeah, anything can happen. Anything. So you made a good point there, Tony.
Hey, it is still technically an invitational. There might be a wild card thrown in. You never know.
You never know. Exactly.
Very true.
Hey, Darkside, how you doing? You want to get your hardcore title? I mean, you can. Go for it.
I'm going to say he's only said the one thing at the show, pretty much. So, anybody else that has predictions on either one of those two matches before? Do want to mention for that pre-show, has been announced that Arnold McDonald will be presenting, I guess you could say, the pre-show, and will be joined by two other men that you'll know exactly who they are when they are shown, but they won't reveal ahead of time who those two men are for the kickoff panel.
God damn it, Arnold.
Yeah,
So.
see, Arnold bought out my panel spot. God damn it.
I know, right?
Damn it, Arnold.
We were both originals, both were part of that panel. Shame on him.
But you know what? This kind of counts as a prediction, too. Who do you think is under these question marks, if you had to guess off the top of your head?
Ooh. It's a good question. Now, could it be somebody from NUW's past, or could it be somebody from NUW's present? Is something that you got to take in mind here. I mean, it could be
future.
True. For all we know, it could be a Hall of Famer from NUW. It could be somebody like a Jordan Oliver that could be one of those two. Who knows?
Oh man, that would be interesting.
Right?
So you're thinking Jordan and who?
Oh, who indeed? That was, what you got, Alan?
Dark Side, maybe?
The dark side? Okay.
That could be interesting. Well, maybe at least somebody in one of those main events. Maybe you'll have like maybe Chaz Evans or somebody like that in there. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Alan, who would be your other pick outside of the dark side?
Everett Creed.
Everett Creed. Interesting. And my prediction is, you better watch. That's all I'll say. Maybe it might be someone who does a shh. Maybe. You never know. It's NUW. You never know who could show up. It might be the rumor of D-Lock.
It might be. Yeah.
It might be somebody we haven't seen in a minute, like Freddie Mercury. Considering what the main event's looking like, you never know. See, Arnold's got more plugs than Navon does. More people will show up for him.
Very true. Nathan Wallace in the comment section says Jordan Oliver, Cotto Brazil, or Myron Reed and Justice from MLW. Or
What
Joseph Samuel and Jacob Fatu from MLW's Contra unit. Hey, I'm just reading what it says.
If any of them are showing up in person, bro, they're fucking booked.
Right?
I'll take the pen. God damn.
Yeah, they could show up and they could get put in that hardcore title match. Who knows?
Oh, he's talking about the hardcore title. I thought he was talking about the panel. I'm about to say they're fucking booked.
No, he's talking about this.
Well, anyways, I believe we are on to the main show now.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about this one?
Ooh.
That one I don't think we had a video package for, did we?
No, sir.
Nathan Wallace, before I jump into that, says, or it might be the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions of the North, Ethan Page and Josh Alexander. He's just picking up random people, I think. But anyway.
Maybe.
Hey, you never know. Arnold might have these connections.
I mean, they got a ring. I don't think, considering GCW Back Era 2 happened. Fuck.
Sure. So we're going to start off talking about Fight for Freedom 2's main card with this match that was kind of put together in last episode, I believe, of Slaughterhouse. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but
I don't even know if we even reviewed that one, to be honest.
We did. It was that long ago, but we haven't mentioned the Upshot that came out recently, but
I ain't talking about that.
Okay, then we won't talk about that. But anyway.
Well, I ain't gonna because I was there. Why the fuck would I? I ain't gonna talk about myself for a whole fucking hour.
I Oh, why not? Oh. But anyway.
Hell no. I got that much time. Shit.
Anyway, we kicked off with the A match that was put together by the owner himself, Navon McDonald, kind of to try and stick it at Zach Cobalt, it seemed like, and Slaughterhouse anyway. But anyhow, it's going to be Zach Cobalt and Chris Moolah, where the winner will become the #1 contender for the New York champion. So we've seen more of Zach than we have Chris, but we've seen a little bit more of Chris recently in NUW. This should be an interesting match, in my opinion. What's your guys' take on this match?
Man, this match is going to be something. I have a feeling because people may not have known because they're now seeing the match card. Shout out to J. Joker Designs, who couldn't be here, for making these beautiful match cards. And yes, he's making moves. Got to make his bands right now. And see, this match, it means something because it's not just a throwaway match on the card. It's a #1 contendership for the New York Championship between two of the most technical wrestlers in the Slaughterhouse today. This is going to be a tear the house down match where both these men are going to put everything they have to score the victory and become contender. Allan, you're a former champion. You know what they're fighting for. They're fighting for the spot that you wanted.
Yep. You know, I'm happy I got to that spot and was an inaugural New York champion. This match, I seen Chris Moolah. I seen Zach Cobalt. I wrestled Zach Cobalt in that match for the New York Championship. I honestly am for Zach Cobalt. That's my prediction.
Your prediction, Zach Cobalt.
Yep.
All right. Well, this one is a tough one to pick from. Like I said, we haven't really seen a whole lot from Chris Moolah and NUW-wise anyway, but Zach, I'll say this much about, sometimes it might seem like he's kind of on the lazier side and doesn't really do a whole lot when he's outside the ring, but once he does get in that ring and that bell rings, other than the one match where he was sleeping and still managed to beat Navon McDonald, I'm sure he'll yell at me for mentioning that, but anyway, Zach Cobalt brings it to another level when he gets in the ring, and the bell rings and he's fighting. But when it's all said and done, after this match is over with, I think I'm going to go against you here. I think Chris Moolah is going to pick up the momentum and kind of keep his momentum rolling going forward.
God damn, I got to be the tiebreaker for this shit? Oh,
You
man.
do.
Oh, man. Well, let's see. You know what? I think... See, now this is interesting because both these men, they'll fight for anything in this company. And the New York Championship could be what makes them or breaks them if they get that shot. Zach Cobalt might have this one because although one of his memorable matches was Navon, you got to remember a couple years back who he faced at King of the Yard 1. Cameron Jackson, and he took Cam to the limit. And Chris Moolah, he did just get butchered by the Slaughterhouse. Pretty much the man that makes or breaks people in that Slaughterhouse.
Sure.
It's like it or not, Shadow is that guy.
Moolah did put up a very good fight in that match, though.
He did, and Chris Moolah has been good every time he stepped into the Slaughterhouse so far. But Zach Cobalt, I think he wants it more. I have a feeling. Although they might have started off with the pool, I think Cobalt is got this. I think he wants it more.
Well, I'm outnumbered 3-1 on this one.
I feel like for Moolah, it's more of just another match. For Cobalt, this is a make or break situation.
Fair enough. Yeah, Nathan Wallace is also picking Zach Cobalt, so we'll see what happens.
And now we're going to the next match, are we?
Yeah, might as well. That could be a potential show stealer as well.
Yep.
I have a feeling it might be. And keep in mind, folks, this is just what I think the card is going to be like. I don't know if this is an official lineup. Keep that in mind. Here's this one.
Hey, speaking of this one, got a little video package. We'll roll the video package before we get into talking about the match. See how well it turns out here. This one's got a lot of history to it. If it decides to play.
Goddamn technical difficulties.
Yeah, they happened. But while it's seeing if it'll load or not, there has been a lot of history between these two teams, as we see that, as you showed. Got the Murder Club represented, or at least they used to be part of the Murder Club anyway. Original versions of the Murder Club. So I'll bring this one back up to the stream for a moment while I'm trying to get that fixed. The Heretics, nonetheless, the former NUW Tag Team Champions, going up against Brothers Creed for the Tag Team titles, but not in just any type of match. A tables match. So I'm still trying to load there. So if you guys want to start ramp anything to do with this match, go for it. And if I can get the video rolling, then we'll get it going at some point. As I mentioned, a lot of history between these two teams. We've seen them go back and forth.
I faced the Heretics.
Heretics lost titles to the Brothers Creed.
They took me to the limit. They took me and Johnny to the limit. One of them stopped me under block. And the other side never faced Brothers Creed, but I've been into their yard. I've been into their shows. And I've been in the ring with Tom over there, but not in NUW. So I might have to go with the Heretics. Even though Brothers Creed got the advantage, this is a tables match. Heretics is more brutal. They're more vicious. They're hungry. They want their titles back. And I know they'll do anything they can to get them back. So I'm going to go with them.
Solid point.
Even though I don't like them.
Man.
All right. I think I got it going here, so we'll get into this, and then I'll get your prediction, Mr. Awesome.
All right.
We got new tag team champions, buddy. It's the aftermath party, bro. And I really can't wait, bro, until people start stepping up for these titles. What the fuck? Why? Over there. Fuck. What's that? What the hell does it say?
Oh,
Rematch?
well, I almost ripped it, so I think it's rematch.
Dude, it's the fucking Heretics, bro. Stay tuned, goddammit. You'll be seeing a lot of Scorpion. What the fuck is this? The goddamn Heretics. What the fuck are they doing out here? What beef do they have with Scorpion? What the fuck? They're back out here again. First time in the NUW finally made it. And what ends up happening my debut gets destroyed, I'm going to make sure that you remember the assassin.
NUW, get ready. Heretics, you guys just open the can of whoop ass. You're not ready for it. Brothers Creek's coming.
It's going to be game over. Hey, I need some assistance.
All right, so I just got done visiting with Jim Connors.
Guys, if you want to go down and worship whoever you want to worship, pray wherever you want to pray, read Bibles and all that crap and everything, you do whatever it is that you guys feel that you need to do to make yourselves happy. But we have the one thing that made you guys very happy, and that's the tag team gold. They tried to keep it from us, but we are the fucking heretics.
Let's do a table match. That means we'll be able to do pretty much almost anything there.
It doesn't matter what the rules are. You want a tables match? I love it. Heretics, you guys got no choice. We're gonna roll you up, put you in a what? Chop you up, stick you in a bowl. Put that bowl under super hot temperature so it melts. Put that in a bottle. And we're gonna eat it.
Well, there's the heretics for you. Nothing unusual from them and say things like that. So this feud has goes back well over a year now, probably closer to 2 years. As Scorpion mentioned, his first time showing up in the slaughterhouse, he got assaulted by the heretics after his match. So this one's quite personal between these two. We've seen a lot of tables be used at different points in time, whether tables matches or not in NUW. They're usually pretty brutal to see somebody go through them. I don't know if anybody can confirm or deny whether it'll be eliminations of any sort or if it's just one person. But anyway, when it comes down to it, the Heretics ran the NUW tag team division for quite a long time. But I think the Brothers Creed is going to be keeping the tag titles here. I think they're going to get the upper hand. Not very easily, but I've got them picking up the win, retaining those goals. You don't agree?
Man. Well, the thing is, I'm going fuck. That's all I gotta say is fuck. You know what? I'm going with the Heretics. That might be unpopular, but in this environment, Samael in a tables match, we've seen the crazy shit he can do. And the fact that the Heretics have held the tag team division for well over the time of this rivalry, they got this shit. They're the longest reigning NUW tag team champions of the world for a reason. Talk about the teams that they were able to beat. The Balance of Chaos, the reunited Top Guns. I mean, shit, how many other fucking teams were there? I mean, shit, wasn't there? Oh, that's right. They beat the other side of the Murder Club, so they beat themselves within with TOP to gain the titles, from what I remember. Back at Code Red, I believe it was. Unless my memory's completely fucked off.
I think you're about right.
Concussions. I mean. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It was Dirty. Might have been Dirty and TJ actually. Someone can correct me on that, but it might have been Dirty and TJ, or it might have been Rick and TJ. It was someone at TJ. I remember that. And it was a triple threat tag team match with the Balance of Chaos involved.
I think it was
And the
Rick.
Heretics picked up the gold, and they held it for so damn long.
Right?
And it's been proven the Heretics have the Brothers Creed's number when it comes down to it. Last year's Fight for Freedom, we saw this match. Who won? It's proven. It's proven itself. I don't think I really need to explain it much more. It's a tables match. Like, you got to put your opponent through a table. And if Jim Connors gets injured again by the Heretics, how easy is it going to be to take out Scorpion? He was out of the match for most of this fucking thing at fucking hard Halloween hell, for fuck's sake.
True.
So, I mean, when it's 2-on-1, and the fact that they got attacked before the event, if you remember the recent episodes of Slaughterhouse, it's a wrap. The Heretics got this.
Hey, you bring up good points. You never know what can happen in the match, though. Nathan Wallace also said he predicts the Brothers Creed will retain the tag titles and send those Heretics packing. So, we'll see.
Well,
It'll
God
definitely be a brutal match, anyways.
Well, I have something to bring up to the other people that are watching this right now. Instead of just Nathan Wallace commenting their predictions, I would like to hear everybody's intake on this. Give us your opinions, please.
We take them.
Yeah, even if we don't agree with them, you know? Shit.
Yeah, let's do what they
I'm
want.
going to say, Mr. Hoffman and I don't agree on a lot of shit, and we still get along. So.
Yeah, I know. Because Tony's picking all these motherfuckers. As for the next match, though, at least what I
PJC's got the Brothers Creed as well.
See, PJC. We'll see. We'll see what happens. As for the next match, though, what I think will be next.
Okay, go for it.
Boom. Oh, Lord.
Interesting.
Here's it's the New York Championship match.
Yeah, this one's a little sore for you, Alan. We know. You got Revan, who won a fatal four-way match, if memory serves correctly, to get this spot, going up against Brandon Castelli, whom, after the match, did assault Revan. So Revan's going to be looking for a little bit of payback going into this match. It's one thing to keep in mind. Brandon Castelli, of course, took the title, the New York Championship, in I want to say it was a fatal four-way.
Yes,
so,
it was.
Of course, you were involved in and lost it. Yeah, you guys know what I think of Brandon Castelli, I think, by now. So
he said, fuck you.
He did. Know. He did. Just to try and make a name for himself, I suppose.
Oof.
Anyway, bring Longron out. My pick is Revan to take that New York title from him because Revan deserves it more than Brandon Castelli does. Next. Oh.
Oof. Well, I feel like I know what Alan's going to say, considering the history. Well, actually, you never know what his intake will be. I'll hear him out.
You might be shocked to what I'm going to say.
Well, I might not be because maybe I just thought of it.
I'm actually going to go for Brandon Castelli. Why? He outsmarted everybody. He's sneaky. And you don't know what he's going to pull. Revan does have fire, but I think Brandon Castelli's like same as shit. some type of way and win and keep his title.
Yeah, that's who I had a feeling you were going to pick. And it wasn't for that reason. I was assuming because you wanted to beat the shit out of Brandon Castelli at some point, more than you would a Revan. But that answer works just as well.
That is a good point, too. I want to beat the shit out of Brandon Castelli and take back what's mine.
Because he refused to give you a rematch. He refused.
Yeah.
And after this match happens, you're still not in contendership because the winner of Chris Mula and Zach Cobalt will be the winner to face the winner of this match later on. Not in the night, but at some point in time.
Yeah, some point in time. Maybe he'll lose it down the road, and I probably won't get an opportunity. But you know what? There's more other titles in NUW. You know, maybe I don't have to go for the New York Championship. I've said this many times before. There's other titles I can go for and have my eyes on. You know, me and Johnny have eyes on something that we want. So, you never know.
Got a point. Am I the only one that has not picked for this match yet? I feel like I am.
You are. We even got Nathan Wallace's pick that he's going with Revan becoming the new NUW New York champion as well.
Well, I can say probably for once in this chat, I agree with Nathan Wallace. I want Revan to win. See, the thing is, I want Revan to win because, Tony, if you remember, I was the one that predicted Revan to win that Fatal 4-Way. I've been preaching for this man since the start of these reviews. I want this man to get a little bit more than he does get in the companies that he's in. He's been a Proving Ground Rising Star champion, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Former UWE Underground champion. And the New York title could be a nice addition to his resume.
True.
However, the fact that I want him to win makes me feel like Brandon Castelli, just seeing him in a suit and tie in his PNG, I mean, you just know he's got something in mind. Because he's another guy that hasn't got too much in any other company. And this championship might mean more to him than anybody else.
Well,
because this is his opportunity to prove that he is a champion because he already defended it once and he's successful at it on Upshot. So I feel like Castelli's going to pull out whatever it takes, and that's the champion's advantage. He'll pull out whatever it takes to retain. So I'm going for Brandon Castelli. Sorry, Revan.
The thing is, too, outside of NUW, he just added another title to his resume, the UWF World title. So
maybe I'm wrong.
He's adding more titles to his resume. Now he's a world champ somewhere else. So
I think he won a title in LCW back in the day too. But still, he doesn't have that many championships under his belt, though. We'll give you that much.
I mean, considering all the places that he's been, it kind of levels up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Understand what I mean? Like, he hasn't gotten too many opportunities. So I think he'll do whatever it takes to retain this New York championship, even though he's from Rhode Island, as he likes everybody to know. So
he likes to shove it down people's throats.
I don't want to disrespect the state in which the slaughterhouse takes place in by holding on to its championship, its name brand title. That's what I'm feeling.
PJC or anybody else got a comment for this one?
Shit, man. Everybody that should be fucking watching should be commenting this shit.
Should we? 5 people in watching, but
I mean, even if it's Brandon himself telling Tony, fuck you again, I mean, damn. Just say something.
Let's move on to the next one. If anybody else brings up a prediction, we'll get to it.
Okay, let's see. What is the next one? Uh-oh.
Yeah. That one's an interesting one.
I mean, it's one of the
That
4
one,
highlight matches of the card, let's be real.
Yeah.
And Tony, you better get that video package going.
I'm getting there. Ready, set, and once it loads up the rest of the way here, we'll get that video package rolling for this match. Here we go.
Right. I know you were wondering why I asked you to come here. I don't forgive, and I don't forget. You beat me in my ring. You damn right I am. Now, I remind you that I'm your boss once again. Your first challenger for that Continental Championship will take place at Fight for Freedom 2. Because at Fight for Freedom 2, we're going to make history. It will be a championship scramble. One of those challengers in that championship scramble will be the Butcher of the Slaughterhouse. Be careful. He may be lurking as I speak. I don't need to do this right now. All right, I can do this by myself. All right? All right? I just need to talk to him. That's it. All right, I'll see you later. Shadow! Well, you're not going to talk? What are you doing over here? You didn't know thing. I'm going to beat you and those other 6 guys. You're going to beat me? Reed, what happened the last time you stepped in? Last time, it's not going to happen again. I promise you. Yeah? I promise you. Yeah? I'm not just coming for this. I'm coming to torture. I'm coming to break every single motherfucking bone that's in your body, and anybody else that's there is going right down with you. All right, let's see. Let's see, bro. Damn. Well, I'm so happy that you picked up, my friend. I don't know what's going on with my other pal, JJ, the Pitbull Cordero. He didn't pick up, and I called him several times. Welcome home, James. From this perspective, you kind of look more like a poodle. Got me all dirty, man. What the fuck? Newberg dog pound? This dog is going to need a cage. That's brilliant. And in fact, I'm going to add you, Damian Fatal, as one of Johnny Reed's challengers in that matchup. No, you don't need to earn anything. If I say that's what you're going to do, then that's what you're going to do. I want you in that matchup, so you're getting another crack at that Continental title. All I want for my birthday is a big Whoa. Cordero, what are you doing? Wow. Oh, this works. Yes, it works. I've been trying to call you for a week. I got to make you happy. You've been there for me in the past, I know. Listen, I got something for you. Because JJ Cordero, take a look at him. The Pitbull. Get his Continental Championship back. Because, Cordero, I am adding you into the Johnny Reed Continental Championship scramble at Fight for Freedom 2. It's about damn time. Give me some. You like it? Yeah. I know. The reason why I should be in the match, Navon, is because, well, for one, I know my ABCs. I can count to 10. Don't ask me to count higher. Can't count higher than that. Oh, and maybe third, I did beat Johnny Reed, who's the current Continental champion. Of course I heard BJC, please. I watched my show. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to add him as one of Johnny Reed's challengers in the Continental Championship scramble. Someone who every time he comes to my slaughterhouse, he shows out. He goes big before he goes home. I'm talking the self-proclaimed icon, Chaz Evans, as one of Johnny Reed's challengers. What do you think?
to those boys. At the moment, I'm not in the right state of mind. So I suggest nothing changes, guys. You all five of you. Same thing to me. I'm gonna conquer.
Each time a wrestler scores a pinfall submission, they become the interim champion. These reigns are not on record as official until the end of the timer, as the final pinfall submission will declare the official NUW Continental Champion.
Wow. Amazing video package for that one. Let me start off with this. Of course, Alan, you got a close bond with Johnny in this match, of course, being brothers. So I'm sure we'll hear about that a little bit when you get into it. But this is going to be a tough go for Johnny, having these five men to have to defend against. And in a scramble match where who knows how long the match will be. We've never seen a scramble match in NUW before. So it'll be interesting to see how things go. I'm just going to put my pick out there because I've been saying this guy since the beginning of this match was put out there. Shadow Grim is who I think is going to walk out with this title. As dominant as he was for over a year as NUW Undisputed Champion, he looks even more dangerous and seems to be more dominant now than what he was then. So I am 100% going with Shadow Grim, the Butcher of the Slaughterhouse, to walk out of this match as the new Continental Champion.
Motherfucker. Well, I'm not even going to bother explaining the rules because if the video package didn't do it enough, then oh my God, I'm going to blow my head off. But anyways, I mean, damn, I hate hearing myself talk like that. But damn, let's see. 6 men. 6 men fighting for this man's title. Johnny Reid. Man, just look at those 6. The weirdest group of people I think everybody would admit. You wouldn't picture this on any other card. On paper, it sounds kind of weird, admittedly. But when you see it, I feel like it's going to be a calamity. I feel like it's going to be uncontrollable, to be honest, because you have Shadow Grim in this new state of mind. You got Chaz Evans doing all his crazy shit if you haven't seen Upshot. Damien Fatale choking out motherfuckers. PJC, well, I mean, his mind was already gone as soon as he opened his mouth about counting to 10. And JJ the Pitbull Cordero. See, that's the one I'm eyeing right now because the dark side, he made an example out of JJ the Pitbull Cordero already. And he wasn't already too happy to be, like, you heard him being, he was telling Yvonne that he was appreciating the opportunity, but he didn't sound too happy still, if you could notice. He didn't sound like he was real interested in this match. And to be embarrassed by the dark side like that, I think if the Pitbull does not come out on top, then there's going to be some real serious career evaluations for himself after it. Because if he doesn't win, and I'm going for JJ Cordero here, he's a former champion. People forget that. He's a former champion of the Continental Division. And although he may not be too happy about it, he kind of needs this after being embarrassed. I mean, just look at the video package. I mean, even the soundtrack, when he was getting his ass beat by Darkseid. Do I need to explain that?
Yeah.
It's my turn.
Yep.
Of course, everybody knows who I'm going for. That's my little brother, of course. Why would I not? Like, and this is my reasoning. Okay, it's my little brother. Oh, that's the top of the list. But the other thing is Johnny. He's a great wrestler. He knows his shit. He's really like agile. But honestly, this match has been thrown together by Navon. I think Navon's mad that Johnny beat him in a match, so he's just doing this as punishment. Johnny, you won the Continental title. I'm just throw a whole bunch of competitors at you, and anything can happen. Of course, you got a lot of people in this match, but I'm still gonna go for my brother.
Fair enough. They all definitely bring their own styles to this match, so it'll be interesting to see who all, for one, is champion at different points during the match, even though it won't be going towards their record. And then for two, who will walk out. Going back into the comments, PJC did pick Revan to win the previous match. Nathan Wallace says it's going to be a close six-pack scramble challenge. I predict PJC will be the new NUW Continental Champion. So we got 4 different predictions and 4 different answers to them. So.
Well, I'm pretty sure we know who PJC is going to choose in this match. I mean, it's got to be Mickey Mouse, right?
All right.
I mean, no, on a serious note, as I choose JJ Cordero, it's not just because he was humiliated, but it's who he's aligned with. Who did he shake hands with to make this match? Get himself into this? Who was he bitching and complaining to that he got his ass beat? Navon. And Navon has numbers, if you're starting to notice. Another man in this matchup that you have to look out for, Damien Fatale, for the same reason.
So you're saying it might be an alliance in this match?
They're definitely going to have an alliance. I'm feeling it. Because you saw what Navon and JJ were doing in that Fatal 5-Way, fucking Halloween Hell 3.
True.
You saw the aftermath of that match. What happened?
I don't like what Navon's doing, especially Johnny wanted to confront Shadow Grim. As you see, everybody saw Johnny was on the phone. Can you guess who he was on the phone with?
You.
Yeah, sure, it was me. I'm worried about him. I was like, he wanted to do it alone. If he wants to do it alone, he can. So, this match, I hope he does. I hope he wins. If he doesn't, oh well.
And that's not even anything against Johnny. It's just this man has been fighting since day one for his spot in the company. He's finally got this gold, but Navon's really thrown himself the wrong deck of cards at Johnny. I mean, as I said, it's the weirdest group of people to be put into a match. You wouldn't expect it.
Right.
But that's the problem. It's unexpected. And when PJC and Damien Fatale kind of are fighting for the same man's cause, that's going to be dangerous, no matter who you are. And Johnny was telling you to back down from Shadow because he wants to step up to Shadow and prove that he can do it this year, where he couldn't on that Slaughterhouse episode last year for the Undisputed title. He's trying to prove it to himself that he can outlast all these men.
Right. And just a side note, just because we picked 4 of the 6, those 2 men that weren't picked, Damien Fatale and Chaz Evans, they both got a hell of a chance to walk out with this title as well. They've both been champions multiple times in WCF, so can't take that away from them.
Evans is like agile, like Johnny Reid. Facing for the New York title, he is like Johnny, 100% like Johnny. So Johnny should watch out for Chaz Evans.
Now throw this out there. Congratulations to Chaz Evans as well. Seen on Instagram, him and his girl had a baby yesterday, I believe it was. So got something more to fight for. But in the comment section, PJ season and in PJC fashion, I just asked Mickey who he thinks is going to win. Mickey picked Shadow Grim.
Well, ain't that a bitch? Your own best friend chose somebody else.
Yeah.
And if you heard Shadow on the upshots, this man he's coming for a lot more than just the Continental Championship on his resume. He's going for just vengeance in general.
He's hungry.
On pretty much everybody, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not in the right state of mind. I mean, he had a goddamn machete. Not Jason Walker level, but this motherfucker had a machete and he was threatening Arnold with it.
Yes, I was afraid for Arnold's safety at that point in time. I think everybody was.
Poor Arnold, always going through some things. Always getting through.
Poor man's already got one eye only, so
Yeah.
gone through enough. Yeah, so it'll definitely be interesting to see who takes a win in that match. Everybody's got a chance. Who picked ours? We'll see what happens.
I don't know how long the match is gonna, like the time limit is set for, but I have a feeling you're probably gonna see all of these men become Continental Champion currently within the time constraint, but only one is walking out as the official champ. So
right, that's the main.
That's crazy.
There. What we got next?
Oh Lord. Let's see. Oh my. Tony, roll the fucking package.
Let me get there.
Damn technical difficulties.
Yeah, just got a few things open, so it'll be a little slow.
Supremacy is in the slaughterhouse. And I will not stop until I reach the apex, the very top of the mountain, and I don't care who it is that gets in my way. My accomplishments are endless. I created the UWE. I've won its most prestigious championship. I have been all around the eastern coast of America, dominating this community one by one. They have all bowed before me. I have beaten everybody there is to beat. Nobody can touch every creep. Anybody that has stood in my way, and if you don't believe me, ask Corey Graves. Corey Graves has got evergreen is eliminated. He thought he could best me by eliminating me from the backyard rumble, taking away my opportunity from becoming the NUW undisputed champion. You know what happened, Corey? You all wanted us to expect. And now, because of your mockery of a career, you look to reclaim everything that you never really even had. You want to define yourself at my expense. You will pay the ultimate price. I shattered his mortal opponent. Not going to be seen Corey Graves for a very, very long time. Because I have a mission here in NUW. And that is to reclaim every championship that I can possess, every accolade. I have been the best, I have been the best, and I will be the best again. All right! Corey Graves! Oh, got it wrong. Oh yeah. Bam! Oh, bam! Oh my goodness! Since the first lesson, we were never friends, Corey. Not then, not now. I don't know about you, because I caused you to too. And best in the yard, you couldn't keep up with me. You fell back. You let me down. It's because you still can. I'm coming in with everything I have. I'm coming at you with everything I have to make sure that I can be the top guy in a place once again, the top guy in NUW. This isn't your resurrection, Corey Graves. This is your end game. Fear. You are crippled by fear. Fear that you will never amount to Everett Green. And at the end of fear, I change. And my path starts with being prepared. You're going to regret everything you've ever done. You think you have what it takes to step in the ring with me? After everything I've done, I created the Star Supremacy. I've won numerous championships, and I've beaten everybody that there is to beat. You're going to regret everything you ever said about AEW. And fight for freedom. You're going to regret everything you ever said about Jason Walker. You will know that the supremacy is now. Shatter this formidable before you.
Wow. Another amazing video package put together for that one. What can we say that we haven't said about this match already? One of the matches I'm looking forward to the most. Before I get into it too much, Allan Reid, as you see, is gone. He had to go. He says, peace and love, everyone. I have to get going. I'll be back again for another show. We appreciate that. Corey Graves, Everett Creed, this feud goes back years. Best in the Yard, was it 2, I believe it was, that they're in a triple threat match with Aaron Jones.
Yep.
It goes back to then, even before then, I'm sure, leading into that match. But is this just Corey Graves versus Everett Creed? Is that all you put in there? Or is this a little bit of an APW versus, well, we used to be APW versus UWE. Is it more for Everett Creed because he hasn't gotten that one-on-one match with Jason Walker that he's been wanting? I mean, there's so much that goes into this match. And yeah, it's very personal. Grudge match is right.
Yeah, it's certainly fitting of the match title. It's a grudge match. It's getting settled here. Now, god damn. Yeah, Tony, you're definitely predicting first because I have to think about this.
Sure, but I mean,
I'll put it on you. Why not?
before I go into that, I will say these two have had some of the best promos and upshots leading into this match. Everett Creed, everybody likes to make fun of his Creed 15s, but man, this guy can cut a fucking promo.
Man, this man hasn't even fucking hit 10 on his recent promos. He just dominates like that. He doesn't need the clock. He just takes it when he knows he can.
Right. Rest in peace, UWE, by the way. Seen recently, posted picture that the trampoline has been taken down from where they used to compete at. So if we ever see it come back again in any way, shape, or form, be happy to see it. But if not, well. So I'm not giving my pick out first. I'm going to take...
You motherfucker. You full of shit.
I'm going to give Nathan's first, and then I'll give mine if you want to wait.
So I still got to think of this shit. Goddamn.
Nathan says Corey Graves 2 versus Everett Creed. His pick is Everett Creed.
I believe his name is Corey Graves, the OG, on Twitter, so thank you.
Yes.
In case you haven't forgot that, he could send you to the left lane if you'd like, and then he'll take the real Carmella for himself. If you'd like.
Perhaps. Damn. This one is a toughie to pick. We've seen more of Creed than we have Graves in NUW. Corey Graves has come back, and he's in a lot better shape now than what he used to be. But with the time off that he's had out of the ring, is that going to come back to hurt him some in this match? Because yes, Creed hasn't wrestled quite as much lately, but still, I feel like Creed has a little bit more of an advantage, has been wrestling a little more than Graves has. Graves has been competing in DBW and a couple other companies, I think, as well. But tough. I think whoever wins this match is gonna help their career in NUW more than what we might think originally, and they might even propel them to championship, world championship, undisputed championship, if you will, contention. Now, I think one of the main reasons I'm having an issue with picking this one is because who I think actually is going to win is who I don't want to see win, but I have a feeling will win, if that makes sense.
I mean, I want to know who you don't want to see win, but I'll hear you out.
I'd rather not see Everett Creed win, but I have a feeling Everett Creed will find a way to win. So my pick is Everett Creed to pick up the victory in this win, in this grudge match.
So pretty much my New York Championship explanation is pretty much yours for this. Okay.
Kind of, yes.
Well, first off, rest in peace to the UWE. Rest in peace. They took down the trampoline the same way APW took down theirs, I believe, a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, I was hearing your breakdown of this, and I've been thinking about it ever since the promo package hit the first time I ever saw it. It's so fitting that this match happens, because you may think because Corey was off after Best in the R2, like that was really the downfall starting of his career.
Pretty much.
Or before the rise again. But also, he started before Everett, so he was going at it a long time with no real years off before that. And when he came back hard. He's in better shape, physically, mentally. Like, in-ring wise, he's probably better than he's ever been. I think everybody will admit. He's won DBW Gold. He's made the resurrection of Corey Graves. He's risen up, is pretty much what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Everett, however, I'm not going to say is different, because that's the thing. They're more similar in that way than you think. Because Everett was going at it hard too when he was in the UWE and then traveling out to APW, VTW, all these other promotions. And then he suffered the same fate that Corey did after Best in the R2. And you know what time period I'm talking about. I'm talking about the downfall of Creed when he went into the night.
Yep.
We saw in the reality series, his mind was gone. After that, he was mentally destroyed until his rise in NUW. And Corey ventured to NUW for his first time, and it's very parallel how their paths crossed at the Backyard Rumble 3, the Newburgh Rumble match for the NUW Undisputed title. Corey got the upper hand. Until what? Everett thrown him back out. But what really did it in for Corey? What's the real underlying theme of this? What makes it a grudge? What happened to Corey, Tony? What happened?
Got his orbital bone smashed with the foot poker.
Yes, he got shattered in the orbital bone with a fire poker. And if you remember, what happened to Best in the R2 to Corey?
The fire poker as well.
Not the fire poker.
But he got injured in the match.
Yes, but he got injured, and that was the downfall. The injury is the downfall for Corey.
Right.
This could be a repeat of history. And I'm telling you right now, Corey is more focused on taking out Everett than possibly Everett is anticipating, as he wasn't even prepared for Corey on Slaughterhouse.
True.
He got knocked down for being overconfident. And although Everett did get a victory in a triple threat on Slaughterhouse, I think it was 29, probably.
Something like that. I think it was.
Pretty much the theme is here. I'm feeling that it's hard to call it because you've seen the drive that Corey has. He wants Everett to pay for his sins.
Right.
For being his downfall to APW, Jason Walker. He wants to fight for all that. He's fighting for his freedom so he can be the top guy again. And being the winner in this match can solidify that for him. But I don't think it's going to work for Corey. I don't think so. And no, this is not going to be the rise of Jason Walker to help Corey, who he's been in a tag team with around Best in the Art 2-time, the Eastern State Penitentiary. No. I don't feel like Jason Walker is going to help. I feel like Everett, in this match, he's going to bring in the one weapon that started this in NUW. He's going to slide in the fire poker, much like he did at Broken Glory 2016, and he's going to shatter what's left of Corey's other eye. And when you get popped in both of your eyes, you're done when the nightshade comes. Everett has got this.
Nice. I won't take anything away from Corey Graves. He's got a fighting chance as everybody in a match, but I agree. I just don't see how Corey picked up the win in this match. I just think Everett's just got this, in my opinion. So, as well.
Corey would win any other time, but I'm feeling like Everett is kind of, as I said, his mind was gone. It was in a dark place. So what makes you think that he'll have any remorse from not bringing in a fire poker and taking Corey out again for permanently?
Right. Wouldn't put it past him.
He's going to use, if Everett is the intellect that I know he can be, he's the self-supremacy, the god of the underground, he's going to do whatever it takes. And he's done it before. He's going to do it again. He's going to use that fire poker probably in the other eye. As I said, the nightshade will end it.
Speaking.
And that might be the final time you ever see Corey Graves, if ever it has anything to do with it.
Right? It's very possible. You never know. Because I think whoever wins, nonetheless, it'll propel them probably close to, if not into, the Undisputed Championship picture.
Yeah, it's going to have a lot of bragging rights coming out of it.
Yep.
But as you were playing, I believe we'll go into the other match.
I just need it. Says next one I figured out in the docket.
Well, I think people are trying to hear our intake on this. But here, I'll set this up. Oh, Lord. Newburgh Street Fight. The Dark Side, Yankee the Difference Maker. Tony, roll that motherfucker.
Championships, making a difference maker. Guys here to buy, vacate the hardcore championship until a proper title holder can be found.
I'd say that's signature enough.
A Dark Side, new owner, Newburgh Underground Wrestling. It's a return. It's the return. Big pussy. mention all of my hoes that on my team, that on my G. Fucking bitch. Oh! And now, this fat bastard is nowhere to be found.
I go to the gym every day. This man has fucking back problems, trouble breathing. Are you fucking kidding me? I pulled the work. You know what I mean? I know what I've done. I really don't give a fuck what he's done. Love, I wanted to cake, I wanted to be great, I wanted to change, and all the above.
I didn't know you were here today.
Well, I think you're here for where I'm at.
You know what happened back down south when we were there at NUW.
People that are not even wrestlers, you know, but I was face to face with them straight up. I told them to punch me in the fucking face if they had the balls to do it, and he didn't do shit. He walked off.
Keep it real. What I want is what you in the dark side. Like a new bird. Straight
we ain't liked each other, and there's good reason for that. This company ain't big enough for both of us.
I'm looking to bury the hatchet. Bury the hatchet. I mean, like, completely demolishing and finishing this man.
We've been here. We've been holding the fort down, Yankee.
Hello?
Yeah. I don't want anybody else involved. Make sure you ain't there. It's just me and him. And he couldn't even do that. He couldn't even show up. My opponent at Fight for Freedom 2. Yankee the difference maker. He's helped build NUW for what it is today. And that could not be farther from the truth. Never look back. Couldn't give a shit about NUW. Couldn't give a shit about promoting our shows. Couldn't give a shit about any of the guys back here at the slaughterhouse. How many times did he defend that hardcore championship after week after week after week against some of the best that this yard has ever seen? I didn't just come wrestle one time and then leave for 6 months. Enough talking, enough bullshit, enough yapping back and forth, enough where you just don't even show up. At Fight for Freedom 2, your ass better show up, because if it don't, I'm coming looking for you. And I know you ain't gonna be hard to find. So let's get this shit over with. I'll leave this here. I ain't just gonna twist your mind. I'm gonna snap your fucking neck. I'll see you there.
I'm not gonna hold back in that match. Like, everything I'm gonna do to this fucking man, I'm gonna fucking beat him from the bottom of my fucking heart.
City tonight, what officials are calling an assassination attempt.
Wow. Yeah, so I'm going to go with what Nathan Wallace had to say here before I pick up anything for this match. That's what I call serious main event of the night, Yankee versus the Dark Side in a street fight. Yeah, it's going to be one of the two or three main events, I'd say three, really, of Fight for Freedom 2.
Basically.
We got to take this one a little... Wow. I don't even know where to start with this one, to be honest.
Hey, man, I'm going uncensored.
Go for it, man. These two hate each other. Plain and simple, period.
Just a little bit, maybe.
A little bit, yeah, sure. For anybody who doesn't know, that's no bullshit.
Man,
so,
this is going to be some clip and pieces part putting in a group chat or something. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
Or a direct message somewhere. But I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it 100% real because that's what this is.
Right?
You got to, right? Can't be fake.
I mean, so let's go over the last couple of years in NUW since Yankee came in. Yankee came in like a house of fire. He was hardcore champion for a long time. He defended it a few times. Went quite a while without defending it before Darkseid stripped him of it. Darkseid wasn't around for a little while when Yankee first came in. It was mentioned in that package they had issues when they went over to BTW and were part of Rumble over there. Serious issues, real life issues. These two men, I don't believe have ever met in a match of any sort in NUW. This would be the first time ever.
And damn sure probably the last.
I was just going to say, and more than likely the last. It's a street fight. You got two men who are no strangers to this type of a match. They're going to use anything and everything. Just think of back to King of the Yard 1 and everything you see in Darkseid use in the match against Navon McDonald. It'll be even more than that, I have a feeling, in this one. So I could see these two using everything at their disposal. Bricks, kitchen sinks, fans, chairs, ladders, the road, who knows, signs. Whatever they can get their hands on, they'll use it, I'm sure. When it's all said and done, there's one point in that video package that might ring true that the Darkseid made. This company, NUW, just may be too big for both these men to stay in. So could this be the last we see of one of these two men?
God damn, Tony, you coming with it today.
Hey, I've had time to think about this, you know?
Oh, I've had a little bit to think about it. I mean, that promo package, I mean, that one's my favorite out of the whole Fight for Freedom series. I don't know what yours is, but that one's personally mine. That's the one I rewatched, the one I'm most proud of making, at least in NUW.
Right? So that's probably my favorite, with the Everett and Corey one probably not far behind. So, no offense to the man of that one, but it's just me.
No, I think the boss man would agree, and I'm not talking Avery, but I'm pretty sure he'd agree that promo package went. And I'm not even just saying it just because I made it. It's like the story, man, the motherfucking story.
So Nathan Wallace pipes in as well with, "I am ultimately picking Darkseid to be victorious, and Yankee is going down." So that's your first prediction. We had.
I feel like we're just on a thin line right now. Are you feeling it too? Because I'm on a real thin line with a lot of these people right now. Oh man.
Damn. Plans going towards. We had Yankee the Difference Maker join us a couple episodes ago for Slaughterhouse Review.
And it was featured. You're welcome.
Yeah. And just to hear, as you also seen in that video package, the things that Yankee had to say about his relationship, if that's what you want to call it, with the Darkseid, with Kelly. I'm going to break the fourth wall a little there.
He already did it.
Over the last couple of years, and how much hatred there is between them. It's just at a whole nother level. I don't think we've seen a feud, rivalry, a match between two men in BYW, YouTube wrestling, whatever you want to call it, that is more personal than what this match is going to be. My personal opinion there, anyway.
I mean, it's close if it's not. At least on this scale, it is.
Right?
Good Lord.
When it comes down to it, and this is a prediction show, so we have to give our predictions.
How can you give a prediction? How?
I know, right? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Oh.
Hey, well, hold on. Before you do, let's just keep the record here. This is unbiased.
Yes. We have no bias whatsoever. So.
I mean, they're probably, if I'm being real myself, I my pick really has no judgment over how I feel about the man, or men, should I say.
Right.
Because I probably have as much engagement with one as I do the other, so, like, it's pretty equal footing. It's Tony, go.
Well, for me, I think I kind of have a somewhat close-ish relationship with both these guys.
Yeah, see, so we're completely the opposite.
Yeah.
You've interviewed both of these men.
I've interviewed them twice. I've had regular interview shows with them, and I've had Q&As with them. So I know these two guys pretty well. At least I think I do, anyhow, when it comes to wrestling. I've gotten some stuff sent to me from Yankee for being a supporter and a fan, and some things that pretty cool. But nonetheless, that doesn't have anything to do with it might seem like it, but it doesn't have anything to do with my ultimate pick for this match. Nothing against either man, but I'm going with Yankee the Difference Maker to pick up the win in this street fight. So there's my prediction for it. I think they're both going to tear the living hell out of each other. I just think at the end, it's going to be Yankee getting his arm raised and big.
Man, oh man. I mean, I have some points to make. I mean, first of all, as we're talking about that promo package, that song, it's called Revenge by Joyner Lucas. Like, you just hear the lyrics of that song and you just see their story unfold. Like, it matched, like, so perfectly.
Right?
Like, both of these men want to fight each other. And I was watching some NUW. Well, it was actually some BEW at that point, but I was watching some before I came. And I knew my pick then. And I know I said in the review show, when I saw how serious Yankee was, that I thought Yankee would win. But that was before I saw what the Dark Side had to say. Because if you saw him on Slaughterhouse episode 30, I haven't seen that man have that look in his eye since maybe Novin at Day of Destruction 2, and that's the event I was watching.
Fair.
He doesn't, at that point, he threw up a middle finger just like he is in the match card, and he didn't care if you liked him, he didn't care if you didn't like him, but he was going to stay. And one without the other, that's a real thing in this match. Now both of them are in the same place at the same time. And as the announcer for the Day of Destruction match said, Darkseid is from the motherfucking streets.
True.
And when it comes down to it, Yankee might have an entire Murder Club plot going. He might have everybody in the crowd in a Murder Club t-shirt. They might be on his side because they want to see Yankee do his thing. Very much Abdullah the Butcher. Very much some motherfucking... Wait, what did the person say? Oh, they just put a money sign. Okay. No. But they want to see him do his thing the way he does his thing. Because they haven't seen him in a long time. Since the Backyard Rumble 3 when he made his return. People were saying, holy shit. The Dark Side took something away from him. The Hardcore Championship. And no matter what Yankee can do in a street fight, he has the power, he has the size and the advantage in that way. But the Dark Side, you can't tell me I'm wrong. That look in his eye on that Slaughterhouse episode when he was talking about Yankee, it wasn't a man that was a former owner or an editor or anything else, but a man that's going to fight you. That's who it was.
You're right.
Now, that look in his eye, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
No.
But the Dark Side will jump off a roof. He will grab tubes. He'll do anything. And if you notice on the promo package, I believe the owner himself doesn't even know this part. But did you hear it? Newburgh, New York, the murder capital.
Yeah, did
Do you
catch
know
up.
whose voice that was, Tony?
Now who's?
It's a person that is very close to NUW. He represents Newburgh himself, the 845. He would be proud of this match, I have a feeling.
Homicide?
He's Newburgh's favorite son, the Hall of Famer, Jordan Oliver.
Oliver.
And I just thought it was so perfect. Because Jordan considers Newburgh the murder capital. And these two are going to fight to murder each other in the capital.
True.
Like, it's going to be a fight. And
It
no
is.
matter what either of those two men think about any of our opinions, regardless, I think deep down they're going to admit somewhere that this is one hell of a fucking wild story. And after the match, after all the blood, all the sweat, all the tears is said for, it's probably going to be one of their favorite matches.
Very possible.
And whichever one shows up the next day, or somewhere down the line when they show up, one of them is going, if they can, they're going to have to capitalize on this. Because these two are two of the most iconic figures in Newburgh Underground Wrestling.
Very true.
They represent two different eras, and when one's gone, the other is very successful. And only one is going to move on from this. But as I think the dark side is going to win, I don't know who would be willing to show up the next day. I don't know who. Because
Right.
I don't think it's going to be easy. I think both men are going to injure themselves to a point. It's a physically demanding match.
It will be.
Anything goes. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It'll be physical. Wouldn't be surprised to see one, if not both, perhaps taken out of the arena or wherever this match ends up. So,
Like, as I said, I don't think, my gut is telling me, I do not think, my heart is telling me, I don't think one of these men is going to be able to brag about winning this match. I don't think so.
not right away.
Because I'm not, when I choose the dark side, I'm not looking at it as what he can do in the future. Because to both of these men, there is no future.
Right.
It's this match or nothing.
Right.
This match, this company ain't big enough for the two of them. And it might just be the fact you might get none of them if you don't get both of them.
It's very possible. That could be what we end up with after this match, too. Who knows? We had a William Pennell in the chat section. I believe I know who that is, and it's somebody that we were talking about earlier in the pre-show match. Throwing up dollar bills. Look like they're flying. All right. Anyway, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see either one walk out with the win here, if anybody does. So,
but I think no matter how much shit you can give either of these men for their reasons, this match is going to be something.
It'll be something that'll be remembered and talked about, I have a feeling, for a long, long time when it comes to people mentioning NUW.
Yeah, I'm feeling it's going to be one of those marquee matches to look on further down the line. Like, I don't know. It's going to be fucking wild.
Mm-hmm. William said, "Here to let the money fly, boys." I said,
and you know what?
I know exactly.
This is exactly what the owner of NUW wants. He wants them to kill each other. He wants this. He wanted this match.
Very true.
And how does the saying go? You might regret what you wish for,
Yeah.
Because, wow.
Because in the end, you might not like what you get.
Oh, I think everybody watching is gonna love what they get. I
Well,
don't
yes,
think
but Navon might not be
Navon's gonna like. I don't think Navon's gonna like a fine put on his company. Well, actually, no. It's a street fight. I don't think it's technically too sanctioned under the law of restrictions.
maybe.
Oh man.
Anybody else in the comment section got a prediction for this match? Go ahead and throw it in there. I think it's about that time, isn't it? To bring up the next match, which would be the main event of the evening. Unless I'm missing a match in there. Uh-oh. And we lost somebody there. But we'll bring up, as I lost him there for a minute. Hope to get him in soon. Going to show this video package leading into the main event of the evening.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2020 season premiere of NUW Slaughterhouse. I'm also the NUW Undisputed Champion. I got some breaking news for you. I am your owner of Newburgh Underground Wrestling. That's right. The King of the Mountain is owner once again. Today is a huge season premiere because what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a very unique main event. 4 men fighting it out in my ring for a shot to be my first challenger. 4 names out of this hat. It's mixed with a whole different pot of people. We're going to figure out who's going to be these 4 men. Let's begin. Wonder which one. Goodness, I don't know which one. They go face down. Here we go. Oh! The motherfucking supervillain, Damien Fatale. Oh. The man who's got the muscles, supposedly. PJC. Oh. Chris Idol. Well, he may be least in my eyes, but to all of you, I'm sure he's not, because y'all be kissing his ass all in the comments. It's fucking Evan Blake. One of you will be a winner today. But at Fight for Freedom 2, you will become a loser. Because you're stepping into my ring to face me for my championship. And I'm going to kick your ass. Then I may even make you kiss my ass. And then at the end, I may even fire your ass. Who wants to make history? Good luck, gentlemen. I'll be watching. And watching closely. He sees Damien Fatale, pro, and now the jumping, devastating curb stop. And Chris Idol, God almighty, Chris Idol is the new #1 contender to Navon McDonald's beginning. And it will be. Oh my God. He's here. When I made my debut in NUW, I said I was coming for the gold. You ain't taking this from me. But I'm gonna take something from you. Oh shit! Better be watching, son, cause I'm talking to you. Your motherfucking ass better come correct. Vivica Jones, I invite you back to the slaughterhouse. And I want to see you. In fact, I want to see all of you. Now, I'm being forced to do something about this. This day happens. Get this date. It happens to lie on the champ's birthday. Someone who happens to be very close to Chris Idol. McDonald takes on Vivica Jones. If Vivica Jones does not show up, I'm going to gonna sue Vivica. I'm gonna sue y'all company, and all y'all bitches are going down. Vivica Jones, bitch. All I want for my God, she is looking so fine. I can't wait to step in the ring. I don't know. I don't think you understand. That's not wrong. First of all, I don't think she does it. I don't like it. I don't like it. You want it in NUW. Yeah, he's a very accomplished wrestler. Are in order to beat the It's my birthday, birthday. I want buns, but I'm gonna give y'all something really to bitch, cry, and whine about here today if Vivica Jones doesn't give me the best birthday that I possibly could have. And I mean what the fuck I say. 3 words. Before you ring that bell, go Faders, remove that referee shirt and give it to Damien Fatal. Because this is a special guest referee match. And if I'm looking for a kiss, but instead he got a smack. You don't do that to me. I was going to treat you right. But it's Chris Idol and the low blow. Vivica Jones hits a low blow. Chris Idol counting with Damien Fatal's hand, and that's it. Vivica Jones has just defeated, has just pinned the Carol Mountain. Bad day, huh? You punk ass bitch. If you were a real man, you would have stepped to me in the ring, man to man, got in my face. It did something about me abusing your woman, your thought of a girlfriend. I'm going to kick your motherfucking ass. I'm going to beat you just like I did the company, HJW in 2015. When I put them out of business, I'm fixing to put you and your WCF company out of business, motherfucker. Yes, sir, I am. Right here on NUW Authority. Because I am. Destiny. Watch. I know how you move. I know how you think. I don't plan on leaving at the end. So, Yvonne, Bonnie, baby, I hope you're ready. Because I am whooping this guy's ass, which you've never felt in your 10+ years of wrestling. I'm going to show you what true pain, what true agony is all about. Because the slaughterhouse ain't the federation that you're running into the ground over there in Baltimore, Maryland. Chris Idol, as we know him, along with WCF, will be eradicated as 2 African Americans battling it out for the Undisputed Championship in the main event of an NUW show. But the superior one, me, will be victorious.
Bad day, huh? Interesting shirt there. Nonetheless, in that picture. But as my point being to that, Navon had kind of a bad day there in episode 30 of Slaughterhouse. He got beat by a woman, Vivica Jones. That's the way we're going to start talking about this match. Navon McDonald, he's a bunch of things that we could call. There's a bunch of things we could call him. Owner, champion, asshole. Oh, wait, did I go there?
You slipped up.
I'm
You
sorry.
better come correct, motherfucker.
Yeah, so I've been told, but you know what? Screw that.
Oops.
Things that Navon McDonald tried. Put himself in the ring with a woman. I went over this at our review show. It just was wrong and terrible, and he got exactly what the hell he deserved when he got low blowed and pinned by Vivica Jones. We've seen the upshot afterwards. Divine wasn't happy, not surprised at all by that. Said some things. He's angry, and an angry Navon is not going to be good news for Chris Lytle, in my opinion, at Fight for Freedom 2.
Yeah, that's... Navon is a little upset, is he?
He brought it on himself, so...
Come on. He was just... Okay, now you see, here's the thing. Navon was just a little horny that week, and he was he was trying to run the show, and he made the scramble match at least.
Sure. Why can't you try to justify it?
I mean, I'm trying, okay? I'm trying.
A woman who doesn't wrestle.
Hey, but she's the president of WCF.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's... fuck it, I can't defend it too much.
There's no defending a man who actually pile drove that woman in that match as well. So,
hey, at least it made the Shiesty Moments thumbnail.
True.
Which people have probably seen. Shiesty t-shirt coming up soon, probably. Teesburg.
It'd be perfect.
So people didn't see the font. Navon was the I in Shiesty.
Yes.
Oh God.
Let me get into the comments section here for a quick second before we're done. William Hanel, who I believe is
William Powers.
Yes. What I was getting into. This just mentioned from the last match, don't write checks that your body can't cash. I believe he was referring to that match before I started the video. Nathan Wallace just hyping up this match, the main event of the evening for the NUW Undisputed World Championship of the World. Undisputed Heavyweight Championship of the World. Number one contender and challenger, Chris Idol versus Undisputed World Champion, Navon McDonald.
Damn.
Vivica Jones is
in. This dude on fucking announcers.
He's trying to be an announcer, apparently.
I guess.
If I was trying to, I would have put more emphasis on that, but I ain't worried about it. Yeah, so what else is there to say about this match, really? I'll give my pick. I don't think the Undisputed Championship's going anywhere at Fight for Freedom 2. Navon's going to find a way to walk out with that title still around his waist, even if I don't want to see it happen.
Well, I'm still trying to defend Navon here. I'm still trying to defend his actions.
You keep trying, and I'll keep shooting you down.
Well, the thing is, Tony.
It's uncalled for.
No. See, well, here's the thing. See, no. Navon's a good owner of NUW.
He's a what?
I'm trying to get paid, damn it. Well, Navon's a good guy. Navon is a good guy. I mean, he got a top 10 made after him. He's a good guy.
A top 10 Shiesty moments.
Well, we're not talking about that part. We're just talking about whatever. Okay. Putting his hands on Vivica Jones and the whole Vivica Jones side of things. Well, yeah, he was horny that month, okay? Quarantine just started. He had to get something. Come on. Tony, don't hate. Don't hate.
I'll hate.
Man, he was just trying to take another man's woman. I mean, a lot of white Americans do that. I mean, well, let's just say, if it was okay for Lips to do it with every other man in every roster he's ever been to, it's fine for Navon to do it for a second time in his own company. Yeah. Hey, Lips rubbed on Big Time Mike. Are you defending that?
Oh, God.
I mean, Lips ain't the most PG thing. Navon might have just tried screwing another man's woman, but, you know, wouldn't be the first time. I mean,
Freddie Mercury all over again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, talking about the speaking out movement, damn. I mean, shit. Navon. Navon is the champion. Okay, that much we can guarantee.
Yes.
And he's the owner again. Yes. He's in the main event again. Yes. So Navon versus Chris Idol. And all jokes aside here, because I've seen what Chris Idol can do. I was the one that made the promo package. I've seen more of his matches than probably most people, due to some of them not being on YouTube.
Right.
Officially, anyways. But you've seen in the promo what he can do.
Sure.
And they faced off before in WCF, if you saw it. Navon was in the background. He was yelling at Chris to stay down as he was getting his ass beat by Damien.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I just said the magic word, Damien. Uh-oh. If Damien Fatal helped out on the last the last motherfucking slaughterhouse, what makes you think he ain't too far away if Navon needs him? Or JJ
Right.
the Pitbull Cordero.
Right.
Or anybody else he really wants. You
True.
see, to Navon, people are expendable, in case you haven't noticed. I believe there was a guy called CJE at one point. He used him to take out the Murder Club, and then when he was done with him, he got rid of him.
Yep.
And how did he get rid of him, Tony? What did he do at Halloween Hell 2? He drilled him on the top of his head after the match.
Yes, he did.
So Chris Idol, a veteran, 2 African-American stars, wrestling in the main event of an NUW mega event. I know people are proud of that. They should be.
Right.
But the thing is, you think Navon isn't going to go all out for this? Navon will. Because he knows what means a lot to him. He's the owner, he's the champion, and I think that win would help him a lot. Solidify himself as the champion that people are already shitting on for how he won it.
Right.
But you think Navon McDonald has got this. There's an outside factor that would disagree with you, and that being the woman that beat him, Vivica Jones.
True.
She's standing with her man in his biggest match. If you don't think she's going to help, you're just a little uneducated. Because if Chris Idol says the call, Vivica Jones is going to help out.
Mm-hmm.
Because what would help her interest? Getting her man one of the biggest prizes in all of YouTube wrestling and help her company by stealing another person's championship, world championship, an outsider's company. Can you imagine that? What that would do for WCF?
It'd be huge.
She would basically... She would hurt NUW by doing that. Because you know what's in those eyes of Navon McDonald?
A lot of things. Crazy.
Just a little bit of the side of fringe is what it is. He's got an attitude problem, in case you haven't noticed, in his years in NUW, in life. He's got multiple personality disorder too. But the thing is, Navon, what would happen if he lost his championship to another company?
Yeah. Things would not go well for anybody in NUW if that happened. He'd go off.
And where do you think?
Again.
I mean, people want to mention NUW uploads, and to address what happened earlier with what Darkseid was saying, it wasn't a joke. You see, the thing is with the NUW uploads, it may not be down to an editor. It might be down to the man himself. Because Navon, he wants to keep his championship, add more days to his reign. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's just tiring out Chris Idol's patience. Navon, you think he cares about COVID-19? He'll send every roster member out there. You think he cares?
No.
NUW is a family environment. But if you're not welcome to the family, then you're gone.
True.
And I don't think Chris Idol is too welcomed in terms of Navon. He's not welcome. So you know what? I think Vivica Jones and Chris Idol are going to pull the heist of the century. This new decade. They're going to take the victory over Navon McDonald. Bold statement. Mic drop.
Fair enough.
And what will Chris Idol be saying afterwards? The same words that's on his t-shirt.
Bad day, huh?
As Navon is screaming at the top of his lungs, and you can see it.
Ooh. Yeah, I can envision that.
It's happened before. Look at Best in the R2.
It's true. Best in the Yard, too. Somebody paid for it afterwards, too.
King of the R2.
True.
Same thing.
True.
I feel like Chris Idol is going to become the NUW Undisputed Champion. And he's going to take the title. But we know Navon. It's not going to be the reign he thinks it's going to be if he loses it. Because Navon is going to lose his absolute mind.
True.
And when Navon loses his mind, he's unstable.
Mm-hmm.
Can't control it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what the it I'm talking about? He can't control that.
Oh, yeah.
It seems to be in his upsets. And what would upset the owner of a company? Losing the biggest prize. So what do you think is going to happen? Chris Idol fucking wins. Navon is going to lose his mind. And when you act in a fit of rage like Navon does, when he already said it's the final season, who's to say this isn't the final match in NUW history?
Good point.
Navon might just lose his mind completely and shut everything down if nobody helps him. He might make everybody help him win.
Well, if he loses, everybody's life's going to be a living hell, that's for sure, in NUW.
It's a lose-lose situation. Yes. It really is, because you know Navon will fire anybody.
Yes.
So he'll probably bring out anybody he can. Probably change the rules up, as he did with Paul Peterson.
Yep.
He'll do anything. So I feel Chris Idol's going to pick the victory. But possibly NUW, possibly the reign, one of it's coming to an end real quick.
Yeah. Nathan Wallace says, unless Idol pulls a Keith Lee upset, I say ultimately predict that Navon retains the NUW Undisputed title and challenges the WCF World Champion in a title versus title winner-take-all match at the next mega event. That could happen.
But that's the thing. Next mega event, next show. If Navon loses his mind at any time, there might not be a next show. We've never... Tony, have you heard anything official about when the final NUW show is?
I have not.
That's the point. Navon ain't gonna let you know. No matter how great of a friend you are, when he gets pissed off enough, when you are that angry, when you hit that last emotion, you do things with your mind not even telling you to do it. You just react, you know? It just happens that way. Now, whether the last emotion takes you over or you take it over, that remains to be seen.
Right. We'll see. But Devon, this could be a very, very interesting show altogether. It could be all go in his favor. It could all go against his favor. As we mentioned, he's the one that's trying to screw Johnny Reed over in that Continental Championship Scramble match. He's the one who kind of threw that Chris Moolah match, together. He's trying to screw over a few different people. And if he's able to do that and he's able to pick up the win here, just imagine what Slaughterhouse would be like after Fight for Freedom 2. But on the flip side, everything could go wrong for him too. And then who knows what we'll get from that.
Navon has the power to shut down this company at any point. That's what people aren't understanding.
Right.
Navon can really screw everybody over, and you know, if something like that were to happen, he might just do that just to say he did it.
Yep. Wouldn't put it past him.
People thought Everett Creed with his endgame tactic was something. Navon ain't just gonna threaten to do it. He'll fucking do it.
Right. All you gotta do is that.
Whether you're his quote-unquote friend or not, he'll do it.
Yep.
So I'm thinking Chris Idol got it, but he's not going to leave with the NUW title as he would think and go back home. Because there ain't no going back home if he wins that title.
Right.
So people might not be in Chris Idol's favor as he's an outsider coming in to this mega match. But he's actually he's an odds-on favorite. But the problem is, it's a lose-lose situation if he does or if he doesn't.
True. Either way, we got to put up with Navon McDonald as the owner of NUW going forward.
If there is a going forward, as we talked about the last match, there was a parental discretion advised before the match card even showed up in the promo package for a reason.
Right?
You think Navon is stupid? No, he knows that they're going to kill each other, and that's what he wants.
Yep.
He wants to run the asylum and have everybody tear each other's throats out so he can just say he was the motherfucker that did it.
Yep.
Because NUW is ticking down, like it or not. How long it lives, that's on him.
True. Very true.
No matter what the Butcher of the Slaughterhouse, no matter what the Maestro of the Murder Club, anybody, the American Psycho himself, the King of the Mountain has the power. Because I don't think he'll be fooled into giving his ownership up just before this match, especially.
Right.
I don't think people are changing the impending doom that's coming.
No.
Can't change that. His guard is up.
So those are the matches that are scheduled for Fight for Freedom 2. Which match do you think has the potential to be the breakout match, I guess you could say, of the whole show?
So what'll steal the show, pretty much?
Yes.
Oh, man. I mean, I feel like it's the obvious pick for me, but I want to see what the Dark Side and Yankee, the Difference Maker, can do to each other.
I agree with that.
If you notice, the Dark Side was not on the recent episode of Upshot.
True.
He had no more words left to say. Neither was Yankee.
Right.
The words are over with.
It's time for action.
It's fist to face now.
Yep. When exactly it'll be, We don't know quite yet, but in the near future.
And that ain't talking shit, but I'm pretty certain, all goes well, Fight for Freedom 2 will be up. See, I'm not giving a date, but let's just say it's in the works.
It's in the works. Works for me. Now, as for the kickoff panel, that last night it was supposed to be tomorrow night, unless things have changed.
I'm pretty certain Friday. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. Goddamn. Yeah, Friday at 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern.
Interesting. Right in the middle of SmackDown.
Yep. We're in a ratings war. Hey, but don't worry though, those 2 guests that you do get with Arnold McDonald, they'll be worth the listen.
Oh, I'm sure he's got somebody big in mind. I see my video apparently has frozen. That's okay. It's definitely going to be a show to watch anyways. And something interesting, I think we'll all have our eyes glued on, especially those 3 big main events, as well as the rest of the show.
Yeah, pretty much. And I can pretty much say with confidence somewhat, I'm feeling, without a date in mind, I'm feeling like people will see Fight for Freedom in the near future. I'm not going to say nearest, but we'll see what happens. If you see it scheduled on the NUW Wrestling channel, Newburgh Underground Wrestling, if you see it there, you better be watching, you better be commenting live.
Right. And after that's all said and done, once Fight for Freedom 2 is over, we will be back here for our post reactions, for our post show at some point. Not necessarily the same night. It all depends on when things go down.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Very much so.
We will certainly see.
Nathan Wallace, I'll plug this for him. He's plugging all these companies. Impact Wrestling, MLW, Pro South Wrestling, AEW Plus, PBW, VTW, JRW, etc. I'm inviting you to watch NUW Fight for Freedom 2. And he says, on the same Friday as SmackDown and Pro South Wrestling is when the panels will be tomorrow night.
But this man got more companies down than I do, and I watch the shit.
Right?
Man. Well, how about just let's stick with NUW for now and say that yeah, you better be tuning in. And I guess if people didn't get the hint earlier, at least the plan is for the pre-show. It's different than the kickoff panel, but it's the pre-show itself for Fight for Freedom 2. It's going to have a special guest on commentary, possibly. So we'll have to see.
Interesting. We shall see. Those will be 2 different shows, huh?
And before I say it, props to the editor for NUW.
Props to the editor.
Since he probably doesn't get it enough. And no, I'm not talking about myself. We're pretty much talking about the
other editor. I know.
the one.
Yes.
Hopefully I haven't pissed him off today.
Well, how about this? Props to all the editors and match card makers and etc.
Props to the team. No. Props to the shit. Props to the 845. Props to the Newburgh Underground Wrestling production team.
There you go.
That means the wrestlers, the cameraman, the crew, the person that chooses the camera angles, that motherfucker. Those motherfuckers. The motherfuckets, as Wicked J would say.
Yes, indeed.
Rest in peace.
Right. Ooh, I didn't realize that next didn't happen either. But yes, so we look forward to that. And again, like I said, the next time you'll hear us talking about NUW on here will be at some point after Fight for Freedom 2. So.
And no, it's not a shot every time we say it's not a personal attack when we say at some point. No, it is. It's just being realistic. I don't know. I'm not that guy.
Right. Just saying because we don't know a date, so we can't say a date.
It's currently out of my control. Let's just say that. Like, right. I don't know. No pressure on the guy that does, but you know what I'm trying to say. I ain't trying to ruffle no feathers. Again, I was trying to last time, and we got like 6 fucking dislikes. So if you dropped a dislike, then yeah, let's meet up in the parking lot. We'll have a Newburgh street fight, break of dawn.
There you go. All right. We got 6 thumbs up for this one, so no thumbs down. Currently.
Hooray!
Any last thing you want to put out there about Fight for Freedom 2?
Well, I'm pretty sure I might have one last thing to do for the production of it. I mean, that's all I really am thinking about, I guess. Like, I don't know if I have to make an opening package or what, but you know what? NUW's a team. We'll figure it out. We'll fucking produce the shit. We'll figure it out.
Right.
And when it goes up, it'll probably be one of the highlight events of 2020. I'll just personally say that because I have a feeling it's going to be.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it'll be one of the biggest shows. Don't have that on there quite yet. So I hit the wrong button. There we go.
What the fuck? It has ratings?
Yeah.
You got star ratings for the fucking intros and outros and shit now? Damn.
On Media Player, anyway. But, yeah, I know. As you're going to hear that play in the background because it doesn't let you pause it right away.
That's lovely.
Yeah, isn't it, though? That's why I get cut off. I'll be looking forward to seeing what happens on Fight for Freedom 2. I have my predictions. We have our prediction set. And so just thank you to everybody who was in the comment section. Thank you to PJC, Nathan Wallace, a couple other guys that were in there that gave predictions, had anything to say, William Pennell.
Hi, Darkside Productions.
Yes, Darkside as well. And Nero Negron, who apparently is somebody that our guest earlier, Allan Reid, thank you for coming in. We appreciate that very much.
Oh, yeah, that's what I forgot to say. Allan Reid. You'll probably see him again in our review, possibly.
Wouldn't be surprised. He enjoys coming on here. We enjoy having him. So.
Pretty much.
If anybody else ever wants to join, just hit one of us up on social media. So.
Yeah, and as I said before, shout out to Jay Joker for making the fucking logos. Them shits look dope.
As it say, thank you to everybody for joining in. Nathan Walsh has one last thing to say. Okay, Tiger and Triple X H Y I Arnold. Hey Arnold. B. Thank you guys for the prediction show, and I'll see you at Fight for Freedom 2. Until then, have a good night, everybody. Nathan Wallace puts it a good way there.
Couldn't have put it better myself, but you know what? Fuck it.
Okay. Yes. Thank you again, of course, for Mr. Awesome. This has been Tony. This has been Tiger Talks Wrestling. NUW Fight for Freedom 2 prediction show. We'll see you guys after Fight for Freedom ends.
At some point.
Yes.
Let's just leave it at that. You might see us sooner. More than you'd like to.